Een hele goede middag weer, beste kijkers. Welkom bij een nieuwe aflevering in de serie van Hogwarts Legacy.
These rocks have seen better days.
Welkom op mijn kanaal. Vorige aflevering hebben we natuurlijk een mine met goblins vol onderzocht. Willen jullie dat zien? Kijk het zeker even terug. En nu hebben we een uiltje gehad dat Natty ons wilde spreken. Dus we zijn onderweg naar haar en laten we eens kijken wat zij te zeggen heeft. Oh, we zijn iets te vroeg geland eigenlijk, dus de broomstreek er even bij. Hoppakee, want daar staat ze. Dus eventjes kijken. Ja, daar zijn we zeker klaar voor.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hog's Head. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hog's Head, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its resident.
Dat is goed, ik ga wel met die vrienden praten.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
Dat is goed.
Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Ik dacht dit is een kleine missie, eventjes met Natty gaan praten. Maar nu moeten we met 3 andere personen gaan praten. Die zullen waarschijnlijk hier ergens binnen zijn, want ik kon de broemer niet gebruiken. Dus kijk, het eerste beste vinkje wat we tegenkomen, ja, daar gaan we gewoon mee praten natuurlijk, hè. Komt eigenlijk wel goed uit dat we weer in Hogsmeade zijn. Kunnen we natuurlijk onze gear zo meteen wat verkopen. Waar we te veel van hebben. Het lijkt erop dat er hier eentje binnen zit. Die zit wel boven. Laten we eens
Mrs.
kijken.
Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Niks. Goeiedag, Daisy.
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Ze heeft Harlow haar man vermoord dan. Ik ga niet al de vragen af. We weten van nu genoeg.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you.
Oh, ik
I hope
had
it's not
dorst,
too
joh.
late.
Now,
Niet
to
normaal.
find Mr. Bickle's other 2 friends.
Nou, laten we die andere 2 ook eventjes gaan bezoeken snel. We gaan eerst voor deze. Zo, de knetter. Dat is wel een eindje lopen, denk ik.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Hallo.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
Je had het uit moeten praten, joh.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But Perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprised Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help.
Ik vind wel dat ze dat gouden boek terug moeten brengen.
Like people talking.
Wat, zagen jullie dat ook? Dat schaap...
On the right track. How to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Het schaap komt gewoon recht door die deur. Dan moet er wel iets bijzonders zijn. Level 3 slotje. Kunnen wij openmaken natuurlijk. Nou ben ik benieuwd wat erin zit. Kom gewoon een schaap uitgelopen, joh. Nou ben ik erg benieuwd wat hier gaat zijn.
Revelio.
Een kistje, ik had ook niet anders verwacht ook eigenlijk. Zo. Dat is wel de moeite, 3 kistjes al. Hier buiten stond ook iets, leek wel, hier om het hoekje. Maar ik vind echt dat we dat gouden boek voor die man terug moeten vinden, want het is een beetje zonde, hè? Zo, kijk trouwens die waterval, joh. Die had ik nog helemaal niet gezien eerder.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags.
We zijn hier
check there.
Natuurlijk.
Please tell me you didn't take it. Perhaps it's been here all along.
Revelio.
Otto, we willen jou even spreken. Jij bent de derde die we moeten hebben.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I have nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Dankjewel voor het praten, wij weten even genoeg, man. Dit ziet er allemaal niet zo best uit.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
We hebben ze dus nu alle drie gesproken. We lopen Hogsmeade uit. En als het goed is staat Natty hier op ons te wachten.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Oei, dat ziet er niet zo goed uit als ze nog niet terug is. Ik ben bang dat ze daar iemand ontmoet heeft die haar eigenlijk niet had mogen zien. Dus laten we snel zijn voordat ze eventueel in gevaar is.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Wat is hier gebeurd? Daar is een... Ze heeft de toverstaf achtergelaten.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Oei, oei. We zijn nou met Revelio op zoek naar waar ze gebleven is.
Nosy little students, get what's coming.
Revelio!
Gelukkig dat we die zagen op tijd, maar... Ze is hier naar buiten gelopen zo te zien. Ik ben echt benieuwd. Ik hoop dat er niks ergs met haar gebeurd is.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Oh, dan gaan we de Ashwinder hideout in. Dat is niet zo goed.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Revelio! Accio!
Ik denk dat we deze moeten doen en die andere ook. Zo tot het einde. En dan de deur open gaat.
A hidden door.
Oei. Ik hoop dat er niks...
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Ik hoop dat haar niks is overkomen. Ik ben echt benieuwd. We hebben hier natuurlijk de hoofdmissie om Natty te vinden. Maar we kunnen ook nog boeken en die love letter terugvinden. Dat is optioneel, maar...
Revelio.
Die wil ik natuurlijk wel gewoon pakken, hè. Ik wil ze natuurlijk proberen eerst één voor één te killen. Draai eens om, ja, je Pipo.
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first. It's been a bit. I won't deny, but the time...
It's Totalis.
Someone's up to tomfoolery again.
Haha. Er waren 2 in 1, zagen jullie dat? Ja, kom er iets verder doorlopen. Zou ze maar nou gezien hebben, ik denk het nog niet, hè. Kom maar hier, kom maar hier.
Aha! Afraid to face me? Knew you were still hanging about.
Confringo! Defendo! Bombarder! Defendo!
Expulso!
Potato!
You'll be around soon enough. Clumsy little fool.
Arresto momentum.
You're a bit dodgy with your skills, sweetheart.
Dan maar wat donkere magie erop. Want oei, die is sterk. Kom maar eens hier dan. Godzien.
Protego! Bombarda!
You'll feel that
Zo.
if you last that long.
Hij is snel, joh. Hé, joh, laat maar met rust. Zo. Er is er nog ergens eentje. Zien jullie hem ook? Of is hij nou weg? Ik dacht dat hier boven eentje was. Maar goed, dat zal wel niet. Maar oh jongen, jongen. Wat was dit toch een mooi gevechtje weer. We gaan natuurlijk wel nog even heel die kamer doorzoeken. Want het liefste ga ik natuurlijk weg met die brieven en al. Hè. Kijk.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Dus even kijken waar we hier uitkomen.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives.
Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. Defender. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Stupid one.
Let it display.
Repender.
What are your thoughts on Expulso?
Bombarda. Repender.
Conductive, aren't we? Expulso! I quit now, while you're still alive. Expulso!
Protego. Confringo.
From above! Expulso!
Bombarda.
Kom maar op joh.
Repender. Defender. Confringo.
Zo, die was sterk hoor, die Ashwinder. Goed dat we niet te veel tegenkomen, want... Kijk, Winkelveld poosje, daar waren we naar op zoek.
Revelio.
Dat is een
Also
liefdesbrief.
Dibble's love letter from Rosie.
Goed zo.
He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Dus we gaan hem ook niet lezen, we vernietigen hem gewoon. Dat doen we voor hem, hè. Toch maar even undercover
He
weer.
must be here somewhere.
Ik hoop dat ze niet te mis is gegaan met haar.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
Ja, ik weet het, maar ik ga eerst alles pakken, hè.
Revelio.
Hallo, hier zijn we weer.
Mr. Rabe. Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you alright?
I am alright. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Hij heeft dus...
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must
Hij
be
heeft
blocked by
dus
something.
zijn toverstaf nodig om het slot te kunnen openen. En nu moeten wij hem zoeken waar zijn toverstaf ligt. Die moet hier ergens zijn, zegt hij. Want hij kon het voelen dat hij in de buurt was. Hey, kijk eens.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
Ik hoop dat hij daarin zit. Laten we hopen dat zijn wand hierin zit, zijn toverstaf. Zodat hij zichzelf kan bevrijden.
Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back.
Hier heb je hem, alsjeblieft.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Oké, we gaan gauw op afstand, dan moesten we. Dus nou gaat hij de spreuk proberen. Die was wel gemakkelijk. Kun jij Natty ook bevrijden dan? Kijk eens joh.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to separate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Dat was wel serieus. Hij doet de toverspreuk en hij is weg. Maar nou moeten wij er snel uit. En hopelijk komen we geen Ashwinders meer tegen. Want we moeten eruit voordat ze ons zien. En hier beneden denk ik maar, hè. Gaan we toen hier vandaan, denk ik. Daar is het. Laten we hopen dat we niemand meer tegenkomen.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and...
Ja, dat gaan we doen. Professor Singer, de professor. De recherche, zeg maar, de politie zoeken. Oh, staat ons al op te wachten. Shit.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
Uh-oh.
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Oké, volgende keer zullen wij die wel laten helpen. Alleen als het ons uitkomt.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now.
Soms denk ik echt...
You may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
De officier gaat op dit moment achter de daders aan en verder met onze informatie. Ik betwijfel of dat hier een einde aan gaat maken. Misschien hadden we dat beter zelf moeten doen. Maar voor nu zit deze aflevering erop, beste kijkers. Bedankt voor het kijken. Doe graag eventjes abonneren. Duimpjes omhoog. Zet belletjes aan zodat jullie op de hoogte blijven van alle nieuwe afleveringen. Bedankt.